We have 3 bottles of polish. Just looks like innocent bottles of polish. Each one of these are very different. And if you use them incorrectly, it can really lead to allergies, mess up your whole nail life. So let me explain what this is all about. This little bottle right here is nail polish. It's been around for like 60, 70 years, right? We know how to use nail polish. Very relatable, brush in a bottle, right? Then gel polish came into the scene around 2010, and it's very relatable because it's in a bottle. And the great thing about gel polish is it's like nail polish in its application when you put it on, but you cure it under a light and it lasts on natural nails up to 2 weeks, which was a huge advantage because nail polish, would air dry and stuff, and on natural nails only lasts about 2 or 3 days. So gel polish was an awesome invention. Then about 2015 or so, we have the introduction of BIAB, Builder in a Bottle. Brilliant marketing, because all we've done is taken a stronger gel, which we used to have in a pot, and you applied it with a brush, and they just magically combined it and put it in this bottle. So we have Builder in a Bottle, BIAB. What are the difference between all of these? Strength, structure, and application. We are kind of confusing a few things. So you guys know nail polish, right? Nail polish has been around since the 60s, I think, and it goes on like this, a very smooth and thin application. And let's take a look at the profile. See how thin that is? Nice even application, and that will dry just in the air. You know nail polish, right? So along comes gel polish. Great invention. It just stays on the natural nail so much longer. You just have to put it under the light to cure it. It's brilliant, right? Let's take a look at this sideways. Again, very low profile. Nice smooth application. Put it under the light and it cures really, really quick, and it saves all that dry time. Now this little guy is a little extra special. What happened between gel polish and the new structure gel, BIAB, Builder in a Bottle, is we are kind of combining the two and confusing it just a little bit. This is Builder in a Bottle. Let me show you how a Builder in a Bottle is designed to work. Remember, Builder in a Bottle is Builder gel in a bottle. It's now called a structured gel, so it's a bit softer and so you can soak it off, right? But it does have more strength than gel polish to build, and this is how we use it. Sometimes I will paint a thinner layer on first, and then I will get the builder part. Now this is where I'm building the apex. So I want to get a lot on there. And I'm piling it on. And then I'm bringing it down the nail, bringing it to the sides. This is an awfully long tip. We most likely wouldn't be using it this long because you really are building it over top of a person's natural nail. And natural nails are not this long. Builder in a Bottle is designed to be over top of natural nails. Okay, let me just nuke this real quick, because if I turn it over on its side to show you the thickness, it's all just going to run. Builder in a Bottle was not designed to lengthen a longer nail. You could lengthen maybe a little bit. Like I have a third and third and third rule, that if you take a nail and you cut it in half from cuticle to the free edge, cut it in half, that third length, a third, and you can go the length that long. I don't even know that I would do Builder gel quite that long. I think I would do it a half of that because Builder gel doesn't have the strength to build length. It's really meant to go over top of natural nails. If your natural nails are long, then you've got some strength in your natural nails. You're just putting it over top to maybe add a little bit more. But if you remove that natural nail and you don't have that strength, this is not strong enough to support a long nail. Then you want to move into a builder gel in a pot. So this is builder, it's kind of confusing, builder in a bottle, but it's not the hard stuff. This is hard gel. You can extend with these just like you can acrylic. Acrylic and hard gel are in a separate category on their own as far as strength goes. Those are the strongest two. All these ones are much more relatable because they're in polished bottles and a person can, you know, take the product and put it on. It's relatable in this brush. But you don't want to do that with your gel polish. And that was the point of this video, because someone commented and said they were using their gel polish because they thought it was a really good quality gel polish that they were building an apex with. And that's what I want to show you, what can happen if you do that. We don't want to do that. And this is a big warning to you. It's an easy mistake to make. I can see why someone would make that because they just look so relatable. But we don't want to do that. So let's take a look at the builder in a bottle sideways. So if I put the builder in a bottle sideways, and if I show you the nail polish one, this builder in a bottle, this is how thick it is. You can see because it really, really dips down here. See how far it dips? That's how thick I built this up. That is excellent over top of a natural nail that you want to build some strength to in the apex area, right? But let me show you how this is cured. There's a sticky layer on there I haven't removed, but this is cured solid all the way through. This is designed to do that. Okay, let me show you what happens when you do it with gel polish. So remember, gel polish was designed for a nice layer of 2 of color. But let's treat it like a BIAB, a builder in a bottle. If we treat it like that, we need to get some in the apex. So I'm going to gather much more product on my brush, and I'm going to put it in this area in the apex, and I'm going to build it out. And again, this tip is going far too long, so I won't go all the way down, but I'm going to do that. Okay, now let's give it a cure and see what happens to it. So even if you cure it the correct amount of time that you were told to, it doesn't mean that it's cured. It can look good. Look, it looks good, right? Let's take a look underneath and see what we've got here. I'm using this pointy thing so I can really get through it. And look at that. So it appeared cured, but if I open it up, you can clearly see inside that it's not. I actually had this happen to me. I went and had a pedicure done, and they put black polish on, but she put it on so thick that when I went to remove it, this is what I discovered. It looked good. I think I wore it for like a couple of weeks before it started to wrinkle. I did a video with it, actually. Maybe Cameraman, you can tag it or do what you do there so they can find it. But look at that. It looked good when I brought it out. It seemed to have an apex. And I used this color because I really wanted you to see. If I used a lighter color, which most BIBs or BIABs come in the lighter colors because they want that thickness to cure all the way through. Gel polish comes in all sorts of colors because when it's applied in a thin layer, it's going to cure properly. If you take any product and make it too thick, it's not going to cure all the way through, even if you did that with a BIAB, right? You've got to do a certain thickness, and that's getting more into it. But look at that. We do not want that uncured product on our natural nail because that means this goopy stuff is now sitting on our natural nail and exposing our poor little nails and stuff to allergies. That's the biggest problem we have in the industry right now, is improper use, and allergies are on the rise because of that. Right? So I just want to tell you, don't use your gel polish like a BIAB, a builder in a bottle gel. We don't want to do that because we are taking a huge chance of making this more thick than what it was designed to be used by. Can't express that enough. We just want to keep our gel polish nice and thin for a proper cure, and we don't have any messes like this. Okay, I was showing you the experiment with the black because it's a really strong color and it really shows on camera. But let me show you with what most BIABs Come In, which is a lighter, nuder color because it's trying to simulate the natural nail and extend it to make it look quite natural. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. BIABs are great. BIABs are great. We just want to make sure we're using it properly. It's the gel polish I'm worried about. So this is a lighter color. Let me show you. I'm just going to paint that thinner layer on first. Now let me build, which is what we don't want to do. I'm doing a no-no, so if you're just watching the little clip of this, don't do this. I'm just taking a lot more gel on my brush and treating this like a builder gel, like a BIAB. Okay, I'm just building that apex up, going all the way down the nail. Okay, let's give it a nuke. Okay, let's get a look at this now. So I did the demonstration originally with black because I really wanted you to see it. And black gel really needs to be thin because it's harder to cure it all the way through. It's very important for black to be thin. So this is a nuder color and it's going to cure much easier all the way through. But even if this is hard, I'm going to take a look at it now and see if it is. I'm just going to, oh, look at that, yeah. See, you might think it's okay because it's more of a flexible, structured gel, right? But this is not the flexibility we're talking about. So if I poke this hard enough, let me just get in there. Okay, so I can't open it up like I did the black, but it is very clearly not, oh, yeah, I can see some moisture coming in out of there. It is very, very clearly, ooh, you see that? See that coming out of there? That's uncured gel. So it looks just like the BIAB that's in a bottle, but they're two very, very different products. So to recap, gel polish is not meant to build. Don't do any thickness at all. And the stronger and deeper the color is, don't do any thickness if you want a full, proper cure, especially when you're applying to natural nails, okay? Build your gels are designed to be built and put in an apex. And you want to cure it the right amount so you make sure you have a fully cured product. But don't use your gel polish like a BIAB. Okay? I hope that helps explain a little bit more about gel polish and trying to get you to avoid getting any allergies with incorrect usage. Okay, catch you guys in the next video.